Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 620. I am Kristen Amdahl, and I'm here live in my Southwest Florida beautiful tropical backyard. Had some glitches with YouTube this morning, so this isn't the original broadcast. The original broadcast froze as I was trying to go live, so it's probably going to take a couple minutes for people to find me. I know everybody's probably in the pre-chat in the other one. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened with YouTube this morning. Some sort of glitch, but if you're joining me live, please say hello, and we'll just wait a few minutes here for people to join us. I know yesterday I complained pretty heavily about how hot it was out here, and I got some great suggestions from people for where to find long extension cords and quiet fans. Hi Judy, good morning. Glad you could find me. We had I froze on the YouTube app on the originally scheduled broadcast for this morning, so I had to shut it down and attempt a second one. Hi Melissa and Jackie, good morning. Thanks for joining me live. Hi Patch, I'm good. How are you? Hi Chantel, hi Sean. Yeah, so there was a glitch with YouTube this morning, so the original broadcast of Create, Share, Inspire podcast episode 620 froze as I was trying to go live, and so I had to shut it down and start this one, and then it froze on, so some people won't even know that it's done. Hi Angela and Chris. This happened once last week too. Hi Joyce, good morning. Thanks for joining live, everybody. Happy, what's today? Stay Wednesday? Happy Wednesday? Happy hump day. You know I love camels, so I always loved that joke. I loved it when there was that TV commercial with the camel asking what day it was. I loved that. Hi Judy. Yeah, hopefully people are getting notifications that the original broadcast froze and that this is the correct broadcast now. Yay, the camel emoji. I love it. I love camels. Did I ever tell you guys that when I lived in Israel and went to the zoo there, I know I talk about lots of funny stories from the zoo in Israel, but one of them was that one time Marlon and I got to watch two camels being born on one visit to the zoo, and I thought that was so special. Yeah, Mike, what day it is. I loved that commercial. I got to ride a camel while I was in the Middle East as well. It was pretty cool. All right, let's see. It looks like we've got more people here now. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast, everyone. This is episode 620. I'm Kristen Amdahl, and we're here live in my beautiful tropical backyard. I have a few things I wanted to update you about since yesterday, and maybe some new things we can talk about and some other things to share. Hi Linda, good morning. So yesterday I had talked I had whined quite a bit about how hot it was out here and really couldn't figure out a solution. So yes, the original broadcast froze, and it probably didn't tell anybody that it froze. If anybody has access to get in that pre-chat of the other one and tell everybody that we're here instead, that would be great. I guess I could go. I don't think I can now. I probably can't now myself, even with my computer. So if anybody has a way to get news to them, that would be great, because I know there was a bunch of people there before it froze on my end. So anyway, I was able to, hi G, good morning. I was able to find a 50-foot extension cord and a quiet fan and ordered them on Amazon yesterday. They will be here tomorrow, so that's going to be really exciting for morning podcasts. I'm really looking forward to having a fan. Since summer's just beginning, it's going to be hot and get hotter. I'm really excited to be able to have a fan out here for our podcasts. What else? Lots of great advice on what to do with my plant with the trellis. I have not made it to the store yet, but as soon as I do, I will buy much bigger and substantial stakes and then just leave it as is and add more stakes to it. So thank you all for all of those suggestions as well. I was crocheting a new secret project yesterday, and working with 5 different colors of Be So Baby yarn than we've ever discussed before. And I thought that I could at least give you the sneak peek of the 5 colors that I put together. And maybe if we feel like it, I could, people can ask me to pick a color and combine things together, because the process was really interesting for me yesterday as well. I pulled about 8 or 9 colors down off the shelf and just started shuffling them around, and eventually came to putting silver lavender, orchid, aquamarine, what was my 4th color? Oh shoot. Oh, splash, and indigo. And in the process of putting those 5 colors together, it didn't happen like instantly. Hi, Am Sterling. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Melissa. Good morning. Wonder if that's close enough, or I should bring it a little closer so you can see it. I can back up. Yeah, so I put these 5 colors together, but it was a process of going through. I mixed and matched. I fooled around with turquoise and aquamarine. I fooled around with lilac and prince and periwinkle instead of orchid. I fooled around with charcoal instead of silver lavender. I considered cobalt and Mykonos instead of splash, and I considered navy instead of indigo. And it was really interesting how I kept pulling the different. Oh, and I also considered sandcastle and ecru. So I was doing a lot of mixing and matching with different. I had an idea of what I wanted. I definitely wanted like a predominantly blue feel, but I wanted pops of color in it too. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to go warmer with sandcastle instead of cooler with silver lavender. And I didn't know how much pop of color. Hi, Grace. I'm talking about the fact that yesterday I started a new mystery project. So I started a new mystery project yesterday, and I wanted to start a question with start a project with 5 colors of Be So Baby yarn. And I just wanted to discuss the fact that it was, the process of pulling the 5 colors together was so incredibly interesting to me. So I did want a predominantly blue feel to it, but I wanted pops of color in it. And so I ended up eventually coming to silver lavender, orchid, aquamarine, splash, and indigo, and they look amazing together. I'm getting predominantly blues, I'm getting a pop of cool silver, and a pop of bright orchid. But what was so interesting to me is that I had pulled maybe 8 or 9 colors originally and was fooling around with, let's see, it wasn't that one, it was this one. I was fooling around with cobalt instead of indigo, navy instead of indigo, cobalt instead of splash. I was fooling around with, it wasn't platinum, I was fooling around with charcoal instead of the dark blue. And I was thinking about sandcastle instead of silver lavender. And I was even thinking about diva instead of orchid. And so as I was mixing and matching all of these colors, it was really interesting to me how I would shuffle 1 or 2 and then pull something else. And oh yeah, we can definitely pull colors for my dress too. And it was funny because I started getting closer, and then I was teetering on a couple. And then once I put the orchid in there, like at the end, I was almost here, and I almost went with navy instead of indigo and diva instead of orchid. And that looked pretty too. Whoops, let me put those over so you can see. These looked really pretty too. And I think at that point I had sandcastle up there. So I was with sandcastle, diva, aquamarine, splash, and navy. And then at the last minute, I popped out I was almost ready to get started, and then at the last second I popped out Diva and said, what about Orchid? I went, oh, wow. I really like how it's just slightly more subtle. And then I said, well, what if we went cooler? Because I really feel like that's a cool color, not a warm color. So then I pulled Silver Lavender, and then I thought, okay, well, let's just try one more thing. So then I went back to Indigo. When I was originally at Navy. Shoot. I thought these pins were going to work. There they are. And this ended up singing to me. It just ended up really popping for me. What do you guys think? Do you like the colors that I chose? And I'll turn around to see. So glad everybody could find it over here. I know we had some glitches on YouTube again this morning. All right, and now what I can do is grab that felt board and I can really show them to you closer now. Let's see if we can get, I'm loving my new tools. Man, what did I do here? I'm gonna learn to use them properly. And then this also brings me to another question for you, but first I want to show you how beautiful those 5 colors look together. Look at the felt board works. Thank you. Whoever suggested felt board to me, which I'd never heard of before. Thank you so much. Isn't that great? Look at how well that works now. So these are the 5 colors I ended up going with to make a 5-color mystery project that I can't tell you about yet. But so I ended up going with Silver Lavender, Orchid, Aquamarine, Splash, and Indigo, and I really think that they look beautiful together. They just, it's harmonious, right? I always think it's fun to pull different colors and talk about it. We could talk about color all day, couldn't we? So the next thing I wanted to ask you about regarding this, let's see, where'd this one go? That one goes here, here, here. The next thing I wanted to ask about is regarding future mystery crochet alongs, how you felt about large projects. Because what I'm making with these 5 colors is a large project. It's probably going to be 4 balls each, maybe even 5 balls each of those 5 colors. And something that's that large obviously takes a little longer to make than something that's smaller. And I was curious what you guys thought about a mystery crochet along with a larger project like that. Does that sound fun? Does that sound not fun? I'm trying to figure out how to break it down into different weeks, because I don't know if a week is long enough for different sections if you're making something so big. But the mystery component of it would be really fun, because when you see what you're making, once you make it, you'd be pretty excited. It's really spectacular. So just wait and see what everyone thinks here. I see yeses so far. Well, that's great. Christine doesn't like surprises. Okay. Hi, Steve. Hi, Mariana. Sorry I missed a bunch of names this morning. We had a kind of a crazy morning here so far, didn't we? Yeah, so I'll either just make it a pattern with video tutorials, or I'll make it a mystery. I haven't decided yet, but it's a lot. I mean, it's a big project, so it's going to take some time for me to finish, and then I guess we'll continue to discuss this concept further, and we'll see how the first mystery crochet along goes. Remember, if you haven't downloaded the pattern or ordered your yarn, you still have time. We aren't beginning the mystery crochet along, the Cosmo mystery crochet along, until Monday. And if you don't even start on the same day, it's still going to be going for 3 weeks. So we'd love to have you. Yeah, I always share what kind of project it's going to be. This one's going to be a colorful Afghan. It's going to be a spectacular color work Afghan with 5 colors, those 5 colors of Be So Baby yarn. So if you can imagine an Afghan that bright and colorful, with it's going to be spectacular. I just can't decide if it's too big of a project for a mystery crochet along, or if we just make it a pattern with video tutorials, because it's a big one. But the mystery concept would be amazing because of the color work, I think. Anyway, somebody said they wanted to see the colors of my dress in yarn. We could definitely do that. Let's see, so we've got, yes, it's going to be a blanket. All right, so my dress definitely has navy, definitely has princess, and I think we have some diva, and we have some aquamarine, and maybe even some, and maybe a little olive or sage. How's sage? Sage or olive, either one of these would look nice. Yeah, I think it's olive. And we can even go with lime too. So 4 or 5 colors to match my dress. I definitely think it would be navy, princess, diva, aquamarine, and I think you could choose for the greenery. I think you could either go with lime or with olive. So I'll show you that next to my dress. And you can get this dress on Amazon. So making a motif shawl or a motif vest would be super cute with all of those. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I think it's fun that if we just have these boards handy, that at any given time, if we want to shuffle some colors together based on a conversation or a dress that I'm wearing, I think that that's awesome. I think that's super fun. And it always tests my skills for putting colors together too. So I like the challenge. It's like playing a color game. Okay, so as promised from yesterday, remember I forgot to charge my flip phone. So let's do a call in to win segment today. I'm turning the phone on right now, so if anybody would like to call me, that would be great. Let's see, maybe I'll put this in the other hand. Does that work? Wait for this to come. It's going to take a second to come on. I'll tell you when it's on. I don't know why I blow dry my hair when I come out here. My hair's already wet again. I should come out here with wet hair in the morning. That would keep me cool. Okay, phone's on. Edna, it's in the pattern. All right, I thought we had a call. No? It's right at the beginning of the pattern, Edna. Here we go, we've got a caller. Speakerphone. Hi, this is Kristen. Who's on the phone? Hold on, let me see if I can get you on speaker. Oh, darn it, I forgot how to use speaker again. Who's this? Hi, Judy Graham, how are you? I'm glad you did. For some reason, I can't get speakerphone to work this morning. Bummer. Are you there? Are you working on, oh, nice to speak to you too. Thank you. Are you working on anything so far this morning? Great. Hold on a second. Let me share. She's making a cardigan for her granddaughter with Be So Baby yarn. What colors did you choose? Oh, she's making it in clover. That's great. Hopefully you can share photos with us when you're done. Mm-hmm. Oh, Oh, let me see if I can get you on speakerphone again. So her granddaughter was visiting and put the yarn on her face and said, "This is so soft. Can you make me a sweater in that?" That's such a sweet story. Thank you for sharing that. I would love to see a photo of her wearing her sweater when it's done. Yeah, you got to finish it first. You can do it. You're welcome. Okay, make sure you email Judy after the show to get a prize, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. Bummer that I couldn't get call waiting to work while we were on the phone, but, or caller no, speakerphone. Maybe it'll work on the next call. We'll see. That was great to hear from Judy, though. And I hope it wasn't too awkward with me telling you what she was saying, but I thought her story was so sweet that I wanted to share it with all of you. I mean, who can resist a small child asking you to make something for them, right? Like, it's one thing, we like to make stuff for other people, but it's really special when they really want us to make something for them. That's like, as a crafter, that's really a special opportunity, I think. I think I hung up on another person. We had a bunch of people on call waiting, so hopefully someone calls back. Here's another call. Hi, this is Kristen. Who's this? Hi, Sherry. How are you? I'm good. A little hot, but I'm good. It is. My hair was bone dry, curled, and blow dried this morning, and you wouldn't tell right now. You leaving, honey? Okay, bye. Have a good day. Love you. Bye. Marlon's leaving. Sorry. Is it? Oh, yeah. Are you crafting this morning? Oh, great. She's making coasters today. That's wonderful. A useful gift is the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, for your dad who's 90. That's wonderful. Oh, yeah, that's really special. I'm sure he's going to love it. Yeah, well, thanks so much for calling, Sherry. Make sure you email Judy after the show to get a prize, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. You too. Bye-bye. Bummed I can't get speakerphone to work. Hello? This is Kristen. Who's this? Hello, this is Kristen. Who's this? Oh, hi, Joan. How you doing? Let me see if I can get you on speakerphone. I've been having trouble with it all morning, but nope, I can't get it to work. Yeah. So let me just catch people up real quick since you're not on speakerphone. This is Joan, Joan DeWolf. You've seen her name on here. Joan actually lives here locally in Southwest Florida, and I think we met at a knitting group years ago, right? Before I hosted a knitting group. And then I ran into Joan as I was starting my own knitting group several years ago, and so she joined my knitting group there as well. And so, yeah, we've been friends ever since. That's been a long time. Marlon was little when I first met you. Maybe, gosh, he was under 10. Thank you. Yeah. Let me catch people up on what you're saying. So Joan just finished a prayer shawl, and she's kind of new to crochet. She definitely is interested in all the colors of baby, and she's thinks she's 79 years old and thinks that some of the pinks might be good for her complexion. And we've talked about this a few times over the years, Joan. We talked about years ago when she was talking about the transition from having your younger hair color to having silver and gray hair, how that changes your complexion and then changes the colors that complement your look again, right? Remember, Joan? And so we talked about whatever color your hair, you were a brunette before, right? She was a dark brunette before, so the colors that she would normally gravitate towards aren't necessarily the same colors that work for her now. And I've suggested a couple times that maybe she might want to try bright pops of color. And she's saying on the phone right now that she's interested in some of the brighter pinks, thinking that those would be good. And I was talking about this the other day on the podcast, saying that you know how when you used to get free samples at the makeup counter in department stores. I mean, I don't do that anymore, but remember when you used to buy makeup there years ago? Well, remember how the free samples of lipstick were always berry? Always some shade of berry? That was not an accident. That's because berry colors work for all skin types. And so anytime you need a go-to color, whether it's something that's already existing in your wardrobe that you already gravitate towards, that's easy. But when you want to try something new, a berry is probably always a safe bet for that reason. Right, right. Yep. Joan's saying she's heard before that you should always try to pick a color that's close to the inside of your lip. And yeah, your darker skin tones are always going to be some shade of berry, regardless of what color your actual skin is. Yeah, I mean, you can go with I mean, you can do all sorts of fun color work, staying with the pinks and even the pinky purples too. Yeah, definitely. Okay, sounds good. We'll do that another time then. Thanks for calling, Joan. Thank you, Joan. Oh, thanks, Joan. I appreciate it. All right, have a great day, and don't forget to email Judy after the show to get a prize, okay? All right, bye, Joan. Bye-bye. You too. I wish that I could figure out call waiting today. What a bummer. Hopefully it's not, whoops. Man. All right, we'll try again. I know somebody said I should pin this number on the board. I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Uh, Hi, this is Kristen. Who's this? Oh, hi, this is Judy. Butterfly Kisses, everybody. I'm great. How are you? Good. With what? What do you mean? Yeah, I wish I could get you on speakerphone, but I just can't get it to work today. I'm sorry. I had it working before, Grace. I'm not sure what I did, but yes, I should probably ask him. I feel really old not understanding technology this morning. It's a button on the front of it, but I just am just really it works sometimes and doesn't work sometimes, so I'm missing what you're I'm just not missing I'm missing what I have done successfully, because it says right on the flip phone, it says this button for speaker. I push that button and it's not working, so yeah, whatever. Oh, okay, you'd prefer not to be. All right. So well, if you don't mind me translating, not translating, but sharing then what you say, because I know everybody likes to hear both sides of the conversation. What are you working on this morning, or are you? Okay, she's working on a crochet petal dress. Oh, you're gonna make the sweet Clara dress next. Wonderful. Good. Thank you. She loves all the beautiful colors. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. She enjoys the positivity that I share here on the podcast and on the podcast overall. So thank you so much. And it is a pleasure to have you here, and I love seeing your name every day. And just thank you so much for being part of the community, because this wouldn't exist if it wasn't for everybody. I could be talking to my kitties all day. It doesn't make it as special without all of you here with me. So thank you very much too. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. She wants to pass forward her free gift, so I will think about how to do that, and yeah, I'll just figure out a way to do that. Think about it for a little while, and that's a great idea. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Talk to you soon. You're getting married in July. Wow. Congratulations. Right. Yeah. Oh, what are you making for your wedding? Are you making anything? Great. Uh-huh. That's awesome. Oh, you've got to share photos with us. I would love to see all of that. Sometimes I think it'd be fun to get married again just so I could make all my stuff. Suppose I got to find a man first. Got to find a man first before I can do that, but still. Oh, I am so happy for you. That is so exciting. Wow. Have a wonderful wedding day, and we'd love to hear more about it when the time comes. And congratulations. You're welcome. Bye bye. Okay. Bye bye. That's right. I got so excited hearing about what she was making that I forgot to tell you guys. She made a shawl, she made her garter, and she made her hat. Oh, it's so exciting. I would love to make a bridal ensemble. That would be so fun. Preferably for myself, but yeah, like I said, that's not happening anytime soon. Anyway, it sure would be fun. Yeah, I would love to see her pics for sure. Yeah, I love seeing knit and crochet at weddings. There's something so special. I've always thought it'd be fun to see the bridesmaids with shawls that match their dresses, and then the bride in a handmade dress. And then flowers in her hair. That's my vision for a handmade wedding. And maybe making what do you call the archway where people get married? Maybe making all that handmade. I've seen those made out of macrame that are amazing. The altar, is that what it's called? I've seen the altar done in macrame with flowers. That's just unbelievable. I guess yes, congratulations to Judy. That is really exciting. Really happy for her that she found someone that she wants to spend the rest of her life with, number one, and excited that they're getting married, number two, and definitely excited to see how she's celebrating the day with handmade things, because you all know as well as I do, all of us crafters know that anything that's handmade is so much more special than store-bought, because you can put your love and intention into every single stitch, and that is just amazing. Oh, so I think I'm going to have to turn the phone off and get a lesson from my son on how to use it next. Sorry that I couldn't get speakerphone to work today, but it really was special to hear everybody's stories, from the granddaughter who touched the yarn and said, "Oh, will you make me a sweater?" to hearing about a handmade wedding ensemble. Wow, those are the really spectacular moments, right? To hear things like that. oh, just warms my heart. Yeah, it was still fun. It was still fun. It will be better when I understand speakerphone better, but in the meantime, it was still fun. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me. I hope you enjoyed the little show and tell, the sneak peek, putting colors together and chatting about color. I hope you enjoyed the phone calls, the call in to win. All of that was really special too. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.